vocational education. An optimistic estimate from 2008 was that only 1 in 5 job seekers in India ever had any sort of vocational training. However, it is expected to grow as the CBSE has brought change in its education system, which emphasizes inclusion of a certain number of types and vocational subjects in classes 9th and 11th. Although it's not mandatory for school to go for it, but a good number of schools have voluntarily accepted the suggestion and incorporated the change in their curriculum issues and facilities. As per 2016 annual survey of education report, to 3.5% schools in India had no toilet facilities, while only 68.7% schools had usable toilet facilities. 75.5% schools surveyed had library in 2016, a decrease from 78.1% in 2014. Percentage of schools with a separate girls' toilet have increased from the 32.9% in 2010 to 61.9% in 2016. 74.1% schools had drinking water facilities, and 64.5% of the schools had playground. Curriculum issues. Modern education in India is often criticized for being based on a rote learning rather than problem solving. New Indian Express says that Indian education system seems to be producing zombies, since in most of the schools students seems to be spending majority of their time in preparing for competitive exams rather than learning or playing. Business. We criticize the Indian curriculum, saying it revolves around the rote learning, and Express India suggests that the students are focused on cramming preschool for child rights states that almost 99% of the preschool do not have any curriculum at all. Also, creativity is not encouraged or it considered as a form of the entertainment in the most institutions. Rural education. A primary school in a village in Madhya Pradesh. Indian school children in a Mizoram. Following independence, India viewed education as an effective tool for the bringing social change through community development. The administrative control was effectively initiated in the 1950s, when in 1952 the government grouped village under a community development block, an authority under the national program which could control the education in up to 100 villages. A block development officer oversaw a geographical area of the 150 square miles, which could contain a population of as many as 70,000 people. SETI and rules elaborate on the role of the such program themselves, divided further into the individual based, community based, or the individual community based, in which the microscopic levels of the development are overseen at the village level by the appointment workers. The community development program comprises agriculture, animals, husbandries, corporations, rural industries, rural engineering, consisting of minor irrigation, roads, buildings, health and sanitation, including the family welfare, family planning, women welfare, child care, nutrition, education, including adult education, social education, literacy, youth welfare, and community organization. In each of these areas of development, there are several programs, schemes, and activities which are additive, expanding, and tapering off, covering the total community. Some segments or specifies target populations such as small and marginal farmers, artisan women, and in general people below the poverty line. Despite some setback, the rural education program continued throughout the 1950s with the support from the private institutions. A sizable network of rural education had been established by the time the Gandhigram rural institution was established, and 5,200 communities development blocks were established in India. Nursery schools, elementary schools, secondary schools for adult education for women were set up. The government continued to view rural education as an agenda that could be relatively free from the bureaucrats' backlog and the journal's stagnation. However, in some cases, lack of the financing balancing the gain made by rural education institutes of India. Some ideas failed to find acceptability among India's poor. Investment made by the government said sometimes yielding little results. Today, government rural schools remain poorly funded and under understaffed civil foundation such as the Rural Development Foundation activity actively build high quality rural schools, but the number of students served is small. Education in rural India is valued differently from in an urban setting with lower rates of completion and imbalanced sex ratios exist within the schools in within 80% of the male earning a high school diploma compared with the only 10% of females. The estimated number of the children who have never attended school in India is never 100 billions, which reflected the low completion level. This is the largest concentration in the world of youth who haven't enrolled in schools.